turn things over to Cindy and Jamie, and they are serving up some St. Patty's Day cheer.
Thanks very much, Linz. Hey, if you're planning a St. Patrick's Day soiree, you might need some helpful hints to liven up that party.
Joining us today is Nathan Dewitt to show us how to make some St. Patty's Day cocktails. Welcome, Nathan.
Thanks, guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Got some fun stuff here.
I had some Irish whiskey last night.
That's pretty hardcore.
Actually,
pretty hardcore. I saw the Guinness earlier, so
yeah.
That's a good mix. That's a good start.
Before my parents planned an intervention, I did not drink that whole glass of Guinness, Mom.
Sure.
We were just teasing.
All magic.
Tiny
all
sip.
camera effects, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Well, the first drink we're going to do today is called a nearsighted, farsighted. It's kind of drink I made up. It's a little bit of everything. A little bit of Irish hard cider, a little bit of German apple liqueur, and then some nice premium aged rum.
Lovely.
So we're going to start with a shot of the rum.
Nothing like a shot of rum.
Actually, we're going to do 2 shots.
2 shots of rum.
Into the big martini glass. Then we're going to do a shot of apple corn. Apple corn is a naturally sweetened apple liqueur.
I've never had apple corn.
Little bit nicer than that green stuff that you see in the apple teenies.
Yes, thank you.
So we're just going to shake this real nice. We're going to go right into the martini glass with that.
Look how easy that was.
Now, if you had to make that green, could you throw some dye in there and just
sure,
make it St. Patrick's Day
some fake dye in there, but I wouldn't recommend.
There's something about green drinks that just I can't get into that.
And then we're going to top that with some hard cider.
Hard cider.
So that gives a little bit of the effervescence.
Is that like Mike's hard lemonade?
Nothing like Mike's hard lemonade. Now, hard cider is just yeast added to a regular cider and then chilled and then distilled. So,
Gotcha.
And you got a little cinnamon. I do the cinnamon stick with a little bit of the grater.
Oh, so he's using the fresh
I'm always
kind.
doing the grater. Yeah, always the grater.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
So
other ways cheating, by the way, in case you're
other ways cheating if you're just doing the powdered stuff. You want the fresh grated cinnamon. So
ta-da!
Nearsighted, far cider. Nearsighted, farsighted.
And if you drink too much, it makes you farsighted.
Well, that's the idea. You drink enough cider, you get farsighted.
All right. Next drink.
Second drink is called a porch swing. I modified that from a porch crawler. It's a very popular college drink, very popular with the North American college students. So I toned it down a little bit. I matured it by calling it a porch swing. So I started with a shot of vodka in the bottom of a Pilsner glass.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do a couple shots of a sweet and sour mix. So this is
this is behind every good bartender's bar, sweet and sour mix, right?
Yeah, easy sour mix to make. 8 lemons, 2 limes, and 1 orange. Juice that, add your simple syrup. So then we're going to top that with a little bit of English Pilsner.
Lovely. Oh, a lot of people are making beer cocktails these days.
Yeah, beer cocktails become a little more popular because all the kinds of beers that are out there. You have tangerine flavored beer, chocolate flavored beer, coffee flavored beer. I had a chili flavored beer the other day, a chili cook-off.
How was that?
Interesting, spicy, interesting.
How's
this
that?
is interesting. I just took a
little salt rim on there, so you get the sweet and the sour also.
All right, it's my turn.
Okay, so the last one we're going to do, or last 2 we're going to do are pretty easy. This is called a sweeter song, or I call it for much better results. So we're going to do a shot. Go ahead and pour a shot in there. Give it a 3 count.
Okay.
Shot of raspberry liqueur.
1, 2, 3.
Very good. And then real simple, we're going to kind of swig it around a little like that. Kind of coat the glass.
Cooking.
And then I'm going to have you top that with the porter.
Okay, I can do that.
This would be pretty sweet if I just drank it like this.
Yes, I would.
Framboise.
A little more
liqueur.
And some fresh raspberries.
Oh, that's pretty.
There we go.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Last one we're doing is called a shandy. That's the classic beer cocktail. Pretty popular in England and Germany. What that is half a beer and half either ginger beer, ginger ale, or lemonade.
This is good for people who don't particularly love the taste of beer.
Right, it makes it a little more refreshing.
This is against all I believe in, by the way.
Well, yeah, it's
just so you know.
Very popular in Europe. It hasn't caught on here a whole lot, but we're getting there.
Okay.
So.
Try it.
No, that's your turn this time.
Classic shandy.
There we go.
There we go.
I want a shandy.
Now you can do a shandy gaff also with half beer and half ginger beer. That's known as a shandy gaff. And you could also do half ginger beer, half ginger ale, or lemonade, and you got a non-alcoholic shandy.
Even better.
So,
Nathan
for
Dewitt.
those who don't drink.
Thank you so much. Again,
excellent.
Cheers.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, still to come on Daytime, finding strength in numbers.
How social media is bringing people with cancer together. Don't go away.
It's refreshing.
Cheers.